I'm just doing a really quick walk around of my 2004 Ninja 250. This video is not really meant to be a review, but more just show my bike and the modifications that I've done to it. The most noticeable modification is actually my full Muzzy exhaust. The stock Ninja 250 has dual exhausts, and I went to a single side exhaust, and because of that I actually lost my the center stand. And it's not really a big deal because I've got stands from other bikes as well. And I can't really say it's a big performance increase, but bike is lighter and I think it sounds a lot nicer. Other big modification is I completely replaced the suspension. For the rear shock, I actually have a later generation Ninja 250 shock. It's not really going to show up in the video. And then for my front forks, I replaced the springs with some stiffer springs from Race Tech. If any of you have ridden this generation of Ninja 250, you will know that the suspension is way too soft for its own good, and you tend to bottom out the suspension going through sharp turns and such. I've also have these nice lowered handlebars. I didn't go for the clip-ons because if you have clip-ons, your handlebars will actually scrape against this. So if you do clip-ons, you have to take off your upper fairing, which I don't want to do that. So I just got these. They're from Woodcraft. Lowered the handlebars. Pretty nice because I like the more aggressive seating position. Another modification that you can actually see pretty easily is the tires. I've switched to 90 profile tires, so the stock rear tire I think is maybe 120, 70, around there, something like that. And so I've actually switched to a 130/90. So they're very, very tall tires. Makes the bike sit higher off the ground. Got pretty good ground clearance now, which I didn't have before. And the front tire I've switched to a 110/90. And when I did that, I actually had to raise up my front fender. Otherwise, the tire would scrape. So because of that, the bike itself sits a bit higher off the ground, more ground clearance, and from what I've heard with the taller tires, you can lean the bike over further. So I've yet to scrape my foot pegs with the stiffer suspension and taller tires, which I'm pretty pleased with. If you guys have any questions, just post in the comments below and I'll answer any questions about the modifications. That's all I've got for my modifications. You know, I didn't really care too much for the cosmetic mods because I think it looks fine how it is. And they're just mainly modifications for usability. And I'll do probably an updated review video at some point, so stay tuned.